Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back to Eccentric Social Vibrations. I am Blue Daisy Love 7. All right, Scorpio, what's going on here with you? Okay, you got Diablo, Slewfoot, the devil, Lucifer. Him has many names. Okay, 7 of Wands in reverse. Okay, and bear with me with my little nappy little rug right here. It's not really a rug. It was supposed to have been something else, but I'm going to use it for something else. All right, and then you got the 6 of baskets. Looks like they got some strawberries. All right, and then you got the 10 of knives. Okay, the 10 of knives. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, blessings to you, Scorpio. I feel like you're making it on through these trials and tribulations. I'm gonna try to keep this short, sweet, and to the point. Good luck, okay? Hear this out with love. Like, share, subscribe, come again. Join the eccentric bunch. Commenting is welcome. Alright, I'm getting Doja Cat. She a bad little bitch, she a rebel. It'll take a whole lot for me to settle. Okay? Paint the town red, okay? I like that song, okay? You could be dealing with a Capricorn, doesn't have to be, but don't mess with them. It could be any sign for that matter. Okay, but this is saying don't mess with them. It's a no, a hell no to be in fact, to be exact. Okay, no, don't do it, don't go. This is semi heavy, but like I said, keep it short and sweet. All right, they are egotistical. You're dealing with someone that has a very unnecessary big ego, chaotic, okay, toxic, dark in nature, or just have a dark spirit. Like a emo soul is lighter or better than this type of energy. Okay, so they are a dark soul. Like, this is just my personal opinion. It doesn't mean that it's true. I think Tim Burton got a dark soul, because look at what he creates. Look at the shit he creates, okay? Horror. You could watch a lot of horror or like horror movies, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with it. Michael Myers, okay? But I feel like this is you leaving a lot in the past, old sins, and hear me out with love. Okay, you could be having dark thoughts or had promiscuous behavior or something like that. I read, I don't judge, okay? Others, the dark night of the soul, okay? It happens more than once in a lifetime. It happens a couple times, if you ask me. So you could have had it happen, or it's going to happen again, the dark night of the soul. But this is also financial issues, okay? Addiction and struggling with your mental health, okay? Again, I read, I don't judge. All right. What else do we see here for you, love? I've overcome a lot in this lifetime, so I know that I see you overcoming. Okay, you finally started standing up for yourself and falling short of these expectations that people have of you, which is what you should be doing. If you can't do it, then okay, even if I say I'm going to do it, I can't. I ain't. All right. That's the energy you in. At one point, you used to jump. How high for everyone, okay? You are prioritizing yourself over these people. They have overworked you and your nerves, and you seem to have been taking care of too many people or too many things, okay? Saving your strength and your energy for yourself. You seeing your own value and how dependent these people upon you were upon you. So they are definitely like codependent upon you, babe, or were. I think people forget that scorpions, okay, they have a stinger in the back and they will sting you, okay? They venomous. Whether it hurt you or not, they still venomous. Okay, you can't push them, you can't hurt them at all. Okay? They will always come from behind, okay? And possibly cause you some harm. Okay, and they carry like 10 babies on their back. Okay? So they're a very interesting insect. They aren't part of your zodiac sign for no reason. Maybe do a little research on the scorpion. Okay, but I feel like you really just need to make sure people know that you are focusing on other matters, yourself for one. Yes. Okay, very interesting. Okay, you could have a Capricorn in your chart. Someone needs to be told, okay, that your safety should be a priority. Yeah, stay safe, be safe, ma'am, sir. Avoid danger. Okay, and these devils, say no. Okay, resist that temptation, because there is something here about your desires or your temptations, and I'll go into that in a little bit. But I feel you are or were in deep with someone, okay? No matter who they are. Like I said, they could have been a Capricorn. You could be actually married to a Capricorn, for better or for worse. Okay, you may have one child and you want a child of your own. Or no childs and you want a child of your own. But I feel you would raise up that youngin' very good. You would. Okay. Um, Real good. I feel like you are choosing not to raise your child as you are, or as you have, or were raised. The past has not stopped you at all, okay? Some people, they let the past stop them, but no, I feel like you kept on chucking and rolling. Tina Turner, we rolling on the river. You didn't want to eat that cake, anime. Okay, and this says that you have been being a lot more careful, okay, with who you let in your inner circle. Again, you're standing up for yourself. You could be from the countryside or any agricultural state, okay? Family could have farmland, or you could be interested in farmland. Okay, you could be working multiple jobs. Again, you have or are making your way downtown, walking fast. Nah, I'm joking. Vanessa Carlton, where's she at? Okay. No, you're making your way through these trials and tribulations, all of them. You have been persecuted for dear life like Christ. Okay, a wounded soldier, a wounded warrior walking around, you've been. Okay, you've been to your lowest, and nothing that nobody could have said or done could have pushed you even lower. Okay, or would have made you lower. That's how down you was. But no, you got up. You're getting up, and you're all the way up now, Fat Joe. Okay, and you know not to have certain people all up in your mix or in your energy. Okay, this is endings and closures and recovery and using your intuitions so that you don't fall. Okay, prey or victim to these egotistical maniacs that are out here. Okay, or energy snatchers that are out here. Again, I feel like you're going to make different choices for better outcomes for yourself. I feel like you're still processing some of the stuff that you've been through, but you're good now, son. Okay, and look at the sun. Okay, look at the sun still shining through all this gloomy weather. Okay, it's dark. It was dark. Okay, that dark cloud that seemed to be over you is moving away. Okay, and do you like strawberries? Do you eat strawberries? Okay, they are actually very high in vitamin C and could assist in keeping the blood pressure low. Okay, I can't eat too many because they make me real slow and seem like they start to cut my oxygen off if I eat too many of them. Ain't that wild? But they do help lower blood pressure, and they are very high in vitamin C. You might need to get you some in. All right, or somebody I don't know, you could actually live near a strawberry farm or a berry farm, okay? But they are good, so have some if you can. Okay, but it's time with the Six of Baskets. It's time for you. Well, that was the Six of Baskets that I was talking about. But this next card, it's time for you to stand up and go on through this new journey. Just resist those naughty little temptations. That which we desire, we know that it's not always good for us, right, Scorpio? Okay, and you've done a lot of self-reflecting. Okay, you know what this is saying. It's saying no. Say no to that old stuff, okay? It gets you in trouble. No, 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 no. Consuming and indulging the stuff or dealing with these persons, Capricorns of any sign or not, okay? But this is a person that you know means you know good, okay? This first and foremost, and just to not resist. I'm sorry, to resist, okay? And again, I'm going to give you this term because this is how it's being given to me. When we play with the devil, okay, we lose our protection, right? And the things get chaotic in our life, right? Okay. I had two messages recently about somebody dancing with the devil or in love with the devil. Okay, this could be you or you were. But I feel like, not the Jay-Z laugh, but I feel like this says stop and say no to someone or something. D, you remember back in the day, y'all could be my age. If not, they had songs for dare. Okay, D, I won't do drugs. A, won't have an attitude. R, I will respect myself. E, I will educate me now. Now I dare. I double dare you. Okay, not to consume or indulge in these little devilish behaviors. Okay, or be consumed by this egotistical maniac. Okay, no more self-sacrificing for these people or these things, for this Diablo. Okay, it's Dios mío. Dios mío. I'm sorry. Okay, for better, yes. Yes, but for some reason I don't believe in worse, okay? I won't have that in my vows ever. Okay, for better, yes, but never for worse, okay? Cuz when we get to working getting down bad and getting to our worst and things aren't working anymore, I'm freaking gone. And that needs to be you right now. Zoom. Kawasaki and Yamaha motorcycle fast. Okay, you could be a masculine or a female with a bike. Salute. I want to be on the back of a safe somebody's bike this summer too. Okay, but ride on out. Okay, this card gives reference to cedar, like cedar wood, perhaps the scent. Okay, maybe you've been having a little bit of tobacco in enjoying them cigars, bro. That cigar, that cigarette, that blunt. Okay, sweet grass. Okay, I like to use it after using sage to bring a bit of sweetness back into the atmosphere. Sweet grass. Okay, but that's it. I don't have any more. That's it. I wish you well and I wish you good luck. Making it look good with flowers, but look at the back. Greed, pride, lust, gluttony, wrath, sloth, envy, the devil. We don't do that. Okay? The Seven of Wands, no more. Letting them people know that you can't do that no more. You raising your young, picking them berries. When I was a child, I had the pleasure of going to a berry farm to pick some berries. And I have a very vivid memory of me going to pick those berries. It was fresh berries in the summertime from a berry farm from a summer enrichment program that I was in as a child. And I don't know, maybe take the kid berry picking or go on to the local farmer's market and get those good berries, okay, real berries. Okay, 10 of frozen. 10 of knives. Yeah, I feel like somebody has been eating a lot of frozen berries and ain't nothing wrong with them, but this is saying that you kind of need some fresh ones. But I wish you well. I wish you good luck. Bye-bye. Ciao.